Hash what I learned from tracking every penny. Your path to financial freedom. Imagine this. You've just received your paycheck. $5,000. Đòi chiều giàu. Might be bay. Even $10,000. You feel proud. You feel proud. Accomplished. You feel like you're winning at life. But then, a few weeks later, you check your bank account and it's nearly empty. You sit there scratching your head, heart racing, asking yourself, where did all my money go? I've been there. I bet you have too. But here's the good news. When I started tracking every single penny I spent, my entire life changed. My bank account grew, my debts disappeared. And most importantly, I took control of my future. Today, I'm going to share with you the shocking truths I uncovered by tracking my spending, the exact steps I took to transform my finances, and a simple, actionable plan with specific tools and strategies so you can start today. This isn't just about money. It's about your freedom. It's about living the life you've always dreamed of. Stick with me until the end, because I'm going to reveal a secret weapon that can save you thousands of dollars a year without giving up the things you love. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that wing button, share this video, and drop a comment to let me know where you're at on your financial journey. Are you ready? Let's dive in. Why most of us are losing control of our money. Let's be real. Most people don't wealth money. They lack control over it. You might think, I'm smart, I earn a decent income, I don't own a decent income. I don't splurge on crazy things. But here's the hard truth. It doesn't matter how much you earn if you don't know where your money is going. According to a 2023 survey by the National Foundation for Credit Counseling, 60% of Americans don't have a budget. Most have no clue where their money disappears each month. The result, they're drowning in debt. On average, $951 pros. According to the Federal Reserve in 2024, they have no savings, no safety net, no plan for the future. When I started tracking my spending, I discovered my money was leaking through tiny cracks I never noticed. A $7 coffee every morning. That's $210 a month. So $520 a year. A $12 lunch at the deli, $240 a month, and $2,080 a year. A quick $50 purchase on Amazon, twice a month, that's $1,200 a year. And don't get me started on subscriptions. Netflix, Spotify, Disney, Audible, $48 a month, that's $576 a year. Add it all up, and I was losing over $7,000 a year to habits I barely noticed. Think about this. If I had invested that $7,000 into a low-cost index fund like the S&P 500 ETF, or VO, with an average return of 7% per year, it could grow to over $60,000 in 20 years. That's a new car, a down payment on a house, a chunk of your retirement fund wouldn't go because of coffee, takeout, and impulse buys. Here's a question for you. How much money have you let slip away this year without realizing it? Grab your phone right now. Open your banking app. Look at your last 5 transactions. Are there any you couldn't skip? That's your first spark to take back control. But don't stop here. The next part will blow your mind. Bad habits. But what I discovered me. Here are the 4 biggest lessons that changed everything. Lesson 1. Emotional spending is a silent killer. I wasn't spending because I needed things. I was spending because of I needed things. My emotions. A bad day at work, I'd order takeout to feel better. A lonely weekend, I'd browse Amazon and buy something shiny. Finished a big project, I'd treat myself to a $100 dinner at a fancy restaurant. Take Ling, a 28-year-old graphic designer from New York. She realized she was spending $400 a month on clothes and accessories. Not because she needed them, but to feel better after stressful days. When she tracked her spending, she found 80% of those clothes were worn once or never left her closet. She said, I wasn't buying clothes, I was buying temporary confidence. According to the American Psychological Association in 2024, 40% of Americans admit to impulse shopping. To cope with stress, emotional spending doesn't just drain your wallet. It traps you in a cycle of regret and financial pressure. Lesson 2. Small expenses are not small. I used to think a $3 candy bar, A $5 bubble tea or a $10 app was no big deal. But when I added them up, I was just stunned. And Tai Ki-hung, a 40-year-old IT specialist from Texas E-Way, he discovered he was spending $200 a month on subscriptions. Netflix at $15, Spotify at $10, Audible at $15, and a gym app he never used at $30. That's $2,400 a year, almost 7% of his income. When he canceled 3 unused services, he saved $1,200 a year. A 2024 bank rate report found that Americans spend 18% of their income on non-essential things, like dining out, entertainment, and subscriptions. These expenses feel invisible because they're often auto-debited, but tracking makes them impossible to ignore. Lesson 3. Your brain lies to you before tracking. I genuinely believed I'm pretty good with money. I thought I was saving enough, only splurging now and then, but my brain was tricking me. It conveniently forgot the small expenses. It exaggerated how frugal I was. Take a 35-year-old single mom from Florida in which she estimated she spent $100 a month on dining out. When she checked her spending, the real number was $450 a month. Over 4 times her guess. Those extra expenses pushed her into $3,000 of credit card debt at an 18% interest rate. When you experience 2024 data shows that 28% of Americans struggle to pay bills on time. The brain tells you, land tells you, plan. You're fine. Tracking shows you the truth. Lesson 4. No tracking. No future. Not tracking your spending is like driving in the dark with no headlights. You might move forward for a while, but you'll crash eventually. Tracking showed me that every penny I spent was a choice. I could spend $7 on coffee, or I could invest it in a retirement fund where it could grow tenfold in 30 years. Take Nam, a 25-year-old barista from Seattle. He found he was spending $80 a month on rideshare apps like Uber. By switching to public transit, he cut that to $20 a month, saving $20 a year. He invested that money into the one-word S&P 500 ETF through Robinhood. He said, I had no idea small changes could open such a big future. Tracking is your light in the dark. It forces you to face reality. It empowers you to make smarter choices. Are you ready to turn on that light? The next section gives you the exact tools to do it. How I took back control. My 5-step system. When I saw how much money I was losing, I knew I had to act. I developed a 5-step system that transformed my finances. Here's how you can do it too, with specific tools and step-by-step instructions. Step 1. Commit to tracking everything, no exceptions. Whether it's a $1 tip or a $200 electric bill, every penny gets recorded. Choose to use. Transactions automatically, syncs transactions automatically, categorizes spending, and helps you budget proactively. Costs $14.99 a month, but there's a 34-day free trial. Download at winabi.com. Minting, free, user-friendly, auto-tracks and categorizes your spending. Download at witmint.com. Pocket goes and shows your safe to spend amount after bills. Download at yepocketguard.com. Google Sheets, free, customizable search budget template at Iron Sheets. Google a notebook. Grab a small notebook for about $5 at Amazon or a Target. How to do it? 1. Download Gmail or now from the App Store or Google Play. It takes 1 minute. 2. Link your bank account by entering your login details. Using receipts by Wave at waveapps.com or jot them down in Google Sheets or your notebook. 4. Set a daily phone reminder at 8 p.m. Log today's expenses. It takes 10 seconds. Pro tip break. If you're busy, start with unwind. It automates most of the work. Download it right now. No excuses. Step 2. Review your finances weekly. Every Sunday night, I spend 50 minutes reviewing the past week. I ask, how much did I spend? Which category took the most? Did those expenses align with my goals? How did I feel after spending? Choose to use Bam. Generates weekly spending reports with one click. Mint offers visual charts showing where your money went, dining, shopping, etc. B2. 100 email to do ida. 1. Open mine or Google Sheets on Sunday evening. 2. Identify your top 3 spending categories. Each year, dining out subscriptions. 3. Note 3 purchases you regret and plan how to avoid them next week. Before, if using Google Sheets, create a bar chart, insert or chart to visualize your spending. What I found in 80% of my impulse purchases, like fast food or online shopping, left me feeling guilty. Recognizing this helped me pause before hitting. By one real-life example, Ghislaine, a 30-year-old teacher from California, used Weekend to review her weekly spending. She found she spent $200 a month on takeout because she was too tired to cook. She started meal prepping with ingredients from the Costco, saving 20% compared to regular grocery stores, and cut her dining costs to $50 a month, $800 a year. Step 3. Categorize your spending ruthlessly. I didn't just label expenses as food or entertainment. I dug deeper. I named the real reasons behind my spending. Ordering pizza after a stressful day is status spending. Buying clothes to impress friends. Lazy spending, taking Uber instead of walking 10 minutes. Essential spending, rent, groceries from Walmart. Utilities, with tool to use, like emotional eating or status spending. Mine, metil anti. Add tags to mark impulse purchases. Add the reason column next to each transaction. Well, how to do it? 1. Open Grindr or with open Grindr and assign each transaction to one of the 4 categories above. 2. If using Google Sheets, add a type, column and label each expense, e.g. emotional. 3. Calculate total impulse spending. Using equals sumi if C2 100, emotional B2 100 in Google Sheets. Real-life example Krum, a 35-year-old nurse from Chicago, used Grindr and found she spent $250 a month on status spending at stores like Izarai and Yield H&M. She limited herself to essentials from Target, saving $3,000 a year and using it to pay off her Capital One credit card debt. We pro TP Porsche. Does this purchase move me closer to my goals? If not, mark it as impulse and plan to cut it. Step 4. Set spending rules, no mercy. I created the each 24-hour rule. Before buying anything non-essential, I wait 24 hours. If I still want it, I consider it 70% of the time. Realized I didn't need it. View tools to use Notion. Create a wish list table to track items and wait dates, free at Notion. Also, Google Keep, jot down items and set a 24-hour reminder. Free at Keep. Google Come. How to do in 1. See something you want, like a $150 pair of headphones on Amazon. Write it in Notion or Google Keep. 2. Set a phone reminder for 24 hours later. 3. After 24 hours ask, do I really need this? If not, skip it. In chill rush example, Woom saw a $150 headphone deal on Amazon. He added it to Notion, waited 24 hours, and realized his current headphones were fine. He saved me $150 and transferred it to his daily bank savings account. We pro tipwa. Check, stick a note on your credit card that says, wait 24 hours. Do you need it? It's a game changer. Step 5. Automate your savings. Let your money work. I set up automatic transfers right after payday. $100 a month to a high-yield savings account at Hilly Bank with a 4% APY 2025. Open it Halicum. I need $50 a month to a Roth. Ira. I dealer Tyson P 500 ETAAF. Vua open at eFidelity. Kua open at Usango says. High interest of 4% APY. Fidelity. Free and Roth Iran accounts. Easy to buy VU with no transaction fees. Robinhood. User-friendly. Investing app for VU purchases. Open at Robinhood, How to do eating. 1. Open an Whaley Bank savings account. It takes 5 minutes with your social security number and bank details. 2. Go to transfer in the Ally app and set up a monthly auto transfer of $100 from your checking account. 3. Open a Fidelity Roth IRA. It takes 10 minutes with your social security number and employment info. 4. Fund your Roth IRA with $50 a month. Search for VO in Fidelity's trade section and set up an auto buy. VO costs about $500 per share, but you can buy fractional shares starting at $50. 5. If you prefer simplicity, use Robinhood to buy VO. It takes 3 minutes to set up. With real life example, my set up a $50 monthly transfer to Hilly Bank. After 12 months, she had earned $600 Sheen plus the $24 in interest, enough to cover an emergency car repair without borrowing. Pointy. In Van Ross 2024 report says VUO has a low expense ratio of 0.3% and an average 7% annual return. Investing $50 a month from age 25 could grow to 85. The results. A life transformed in 95 days. After just 90 days of tracking and following these steps, my life was unrecognizable. Here's what I achieved. Increased my savings rate from 8% to 27% of my income. Cut impulse spending by 65%. Paid off $4,800 on in credit card debt at an 18% interest rate. Built a $10,000 emergency fund in Holy Bank in under a year. Oh, favorable December first time ever. Take NAM, the future. For the first time ever, take NAM, the future. Barista from Seattle. In 90 days he cut by $80 a month sold from Uber Rise by using public transit. Reduced to $50 a month on snacks by shopping at Trader Joe's. Saved $1,560 a year. Transferred $150 a month into Rally Bank and Alshi $50 a month into Robinhood for VU. His $600 investment in VU could grow to $1,000 in 30 years at 7% returns. A bank rate shows 70% of Americans have no emergency fund over $1,000. By saving just $50 a month in Rally Bank, you're already ahead of the pack. Why set shift? Why tracking changes you? Tracking every penny did just fix my bank account. It transformed in who I am. Here are the 3 biggest mindset shifts I experienced. 1. Discipline is power. Logging every expense is like lifting weights. Each entry strengthens your financial muscles. It's tough at first, but after 30 days, it's second nature. Discipline lets you say no to temptation and rise to your dreams. Take Ling, the graphic designer. She hated tracking at first, but after 30 days with weight maintenance, it became a daily habit. She said, I didn't just save money. I saved you time worrying about money. How to do it? Enable Wheelchimers information transaction. Spend 2 minutes each night reviewing them. 2. Know your weaknesses and fix them. Tracking revealed why I spent fast food because of interest, close to interest others, ride shares because of laziness. Once I knew my triggers I could change. Instead of ordering pizza, I walked to clear my head. Instead of buying clothes, I invested in a wine course for $50 to boost my skills. Take Hurung, the nurse, she realized. She shopped at Izarain to keep up with colleagues. She stopped, enrolled in a one-course course, and saved BA $3,600 a year on thank you how to do it. In 9B, tag impulse purchases as emotional, review weekly, and find free alternatives like YouTube yoga instead of takeout. 3. Live with purpose tracking forced me to ask, does this purchase bring me closer to my goals? B. Every dollar is a vote for the future you want. I voted for financial freedom over fleeting pleasures. A 2024 study by the American Psychological Association found that daily spending tracking cuts impulse purchases by 30%. It's not just about money. It's about living intentionally. How to do aim. In 9B, set goals like emergency fund, $1,000. Track progress monthly. Celebrate milestones with low-cost rewards. Like a Netflix movie night, tracking is your superpower. It turns you from a spendering into a raw master of your money, ready to unleash it. The next section is your blueprint. Your 5-step plan to start today. You don't need to be a financial genius. You don't need hours of free time. You just need this V5-step plan with a specific tool and clear instructions to take control. Step 1. Choose your tracking tool. Pick one that fits your style. B. Best for proactive budgeting. $14.99 a month. 34-day free trial at Rhinap. Trial. Minta. Free. Auto tracks everything. Download at win.com. In Pocket Cars. Free basic version. Shows 8 to spend funds. Get it at ePocketGuard.com. Via Google Sheets. Free customizable find budget template at EK Sheets. Google.com. In Notebook. A $5 notebook from Amazon or in Target. How to do it. 1. Download Min or Rhina from the App Store or Google Play. Takes 1 minute. 2. Link your bank account. Takes 2 minutes. 3. If you prefer manual tracking, set up a Google Sheet with columns, date, category, amount, reason, or grab a notebook and draw the same table. We feel pro TPA. If you're new, start with Min. It's free and does the heavy lifting. Download it. No, don't wait. Step 2. Track every penny for 7 days. Commit to logging every transaction. Even a $1 tip, your goal. Understand your spending picture. Don't judge yourself. Just observe. We tools to use some Min auto logs. Bank transactions. Win allows manual entries for cash. Receipts by Wave Web. Scans receipts automatically. Free at Wave Apps. Come. How to do in 1. Open Min or Rhina every evening to review the day's transactions. 2. For cash purchases. Snap a receipt photo with receipts by Wave or note it in Google Sheets or your notebook. 3. Write what you spent. Daily. Bubble tea because I was stressed. Rent real life example. Bimaya used Ikumin for 7 days and found she spent $60 on bubble tea and snacks at Starbucks and Kundong Goa. She cut back to $20 a month, saving Jim for $80 a year. Ye pro table. Make it fun. Challenge yourself to skip one small purchase each day, like a $5 coffee. Track how much you save. Step 3. Categorize your spending. Divide your expenses into 3 groups. Essential, rent, rate. Groceries from Walmart or Costco. Utilities like after racing. 1Cs, dining out at Chipotle. Entertainment like Netflix. Hobbies like books from Barnes and Noble. Impulse. Emotional purchases at Izarai. Unnecessary decor from Target. Fuels to use them. Ngainabe. Create custom categories like impulse spending. 1. Minta. Tag transactions as impulse. Via Google Sheet, add a type column, essential, wants, impulse. How to do it in 1. In Rhina or Rhina, assign each transaction to essential, wants or impulse. 2. In Google Sheets, label each expense in the type column. 3. Calculate total impulse spending with equal 100 impulse. B2 100 real life example. Whom used Rhina and found he spent $100 a month on impulse dining via Door-A. He switched to cooking with recipes from Made Budget Buys at the Budget Buys. QN $200 a year. For each expense. Ask, does this support my goals? If not, it's likely impulse. Plan to cut it. Step 4. Analyze and plug the leaks after 7 days. Sit down and review which category took the most money. Were any expenses surprising? Where can you save $50 to $100 a month? In tools to use. Visual charts show spending by category. Why detailed reports by category. Google Sheets. Create a bar chart. Insert a chart. To see top categories, window, open Minton or Rhina and check your weekly spending report. 2. List your top 3 categories and 3 biggest impulse purchases. 2. Plan cuts, dining out. Drop from 5 to 2 times a week. Use budget buys. Recipes at B Budget Buys. Common. Subscriptions. Cancel unused services with Rocket Money at Rocket Money. Shopping. Apply the 24-hour rule. Log items in Notion at eNotion. Real life example. One used Mint and saw she spent $150 a month on subscriptions like Spotify, Disney and HBO Messi. She canceled when she canceled local libraries free streaming, saving $960 a year. Pro tip. Do this with a friend. Compare your leaks and challenge each other to save more next week. Step 5. Set small, achievable, start small to build momentum. Short term. Save $50 a week by cooking at home. With the budget buys, you mid-term home. Build a $1,000 emergency fund in 6 months at Whaley Banky, long-term home. Invest $50 a month in a eFidelity Roth IRA to buy Oinvor. Tools. To use. Bentley Bank. High-yield savings at E4% API. Open at Gelly Comwell Fidelity. Free Roth IRA. To invest in VU. Open at Fidelity Comwell. Nina B. Set goals like emergency fund, $1,000. How to do EO. 1. Open an Oli Bank savings account. Takes 5 minutes with your social security number and bank info. 2. Set up a $50 monthly auto transfer to Gali Bank Siri. 3. Open a Fidelity Roth IRA. Takes 10 minutes with your social security number and job details. 4. Fund your Roth IRA with $50 a month. Search VU in Fidelity's trade section and set an auto buy. 5. In Grinaby, create goals. Emergency fund, $1,000 fund, dollars, and Roth IRA, $600 a year. Real life example. Nam set goals to save $50 a month in Bank and invest $50 a month in Oinvu via Robinhood on. After 12 months, he had $600 in savings and $600 in invested, set to grow to $5,000 in 10 years. B pro tip will celebrate milestones with low-cost rewards, like a Netflix movie night. Gonguaras 2024 report shows VO0, 3% expense ratio, and 7% average return. Investing $50 a month from age 25 could hit $50,000 by age 55. A future worth fighting for. Close your eyes for a moment. For now, no more stress when bills arrive. A $1,000 emergency fund in Whaley Bank for peace of mind. GA $50 a month invested in Onvo through Ufideli. Growing your wealth. $5,000 of credit card debt gone. The IE freedom win to choose your job, your lifestyle, your dreams. Because money is no longer a chain. Take Linus. Shithiubi. Bitcoin Chongchoming in Trump $5,000 in Capital One credit card debt using the snowball method. Tackling high interest debt first. Save DE $2,000 soon in Marie Bank Timchow. Invested $100 a month via Fidelity. On track for $100,000 in 30 years. She said, I'm not just managing money, I'm counting my life. Bankrate 2024 data says 70% of Americans lack a $1,000. Emergency fund. By tracking and saving $50 a month, you're already in the ITF 30% EWAO. What do you want your life to look like in 12 months? Drop a comment below. Share your dream. I want to hear it. #7 secret hacks for long-term success to keep you on track and skyrocket your progress. Here are 7 secret hacks with specific tools and steps. #1. Automate your savings. Let your money work while you sleep. Set up auto transfers after payday. $100 a month to Ainley Bank. 4% API. Rayleigh, come. Permanently trong chu win cho be. A Fidelity Roth IRA for Ivrea for a Fidelity. Come here. How to do it. 1. Open Rayleigh Bank. Takes 5 minutes. 2. In the Ally app, go to transfer and schedule a $100 monthly transfer. 3. Open a Fidelity Roth IRA. Takes 10 minutes. 4. Fund it with $50 a month and set an auto buy for Invu. Real life example. VMA automated $50 a month to Emily Bank Annual. After a year, she had in $600 plus $24 in interest. Enough for an emergency without borrowing. #2. Use the 50-30-20 rule. VA 50% for essentials. Rent, utilities, energy, groceries. 30% for WCA. Dining at Portley. Netflix, books from Girls and Noble. IG20. For savings debt, Whaley Banks, Fidelity, Capital One debt, payments, one whole. Calculate your after-tax income. $3,000 a month. 2. Allocate. Fiangan, Chestino Size, $900 wants, $600 savings debt. 3. In Nganabim, create categories for each and input your budget. Real life example. Whom used the 50-30-20 rule well with $3,000 monthly income. He saved $300 in Fideli's on Fidelia's will. #3. Build an emergency fund. Aim for $1,000 for emergencies. car repairs, medical bills. Then target 3-6 months of expenses. Keep it in Coley Bank for E4% interest. How to do it? 1. Open Coley Bank. 2. Auto transfer $50 a month. 3. In Rainaby, set a goal. Emergency fund, $1,000. Real life example, whom saved $50 a month in Coley Bank. Und after 20 months, he had $1,000. Enough to fix his car without debt. ### 4. Pay off debt with the snowball method. Pay minimums on all debts. Then focus extra payments on the debt with the highest interest rate. How to do it? 1. List debts, e.g. G1 Capital won $3,000 at 18%, G-Shech $2,000 at 15%. 2. 3. Add extra, e.g. $100 to One Capital One highest rate. 4. Once Ian Capital One is paid, roll all payments to Ian Chase. Real life example. Bling paid off $5,000 on her GI Capital One card in 18 months by paying $300 a month, saving $900 in interest. #5. Boost your income if expenses outpace income. Earn extra. Freelance. Design or write on Woodwork at Upwork.com. Earn $20-50 an hour. Sell used items, clothes, electronics on one Poshmark, or eBay, tutor. Teach online via VipKit.com. VipKit.com. Earn $15-30 an hour. 1. Sign up for Upwork. Create a profile in 10 minutes. 2. Bid on projects like writing or logo design. 3. Photograph unused clothes and list on Poshmark. Takes 5 minutes per item. Life example. might earn $200 a month selling clothes on ePostmark. It sped up her debt payoff and funded her emergency fund. #6. Plan your meals, cook at home to save thousands. Shop at Costco or Trader Joe's for 20-30% savings. How to do it. 1. Visit Budget Bites at eBudgetBites.com for recipes under $5 per serving. 2. Make a weekly shopping list. Rice, chicken, veggies. 3. Buy in bulk at Costco. $60 annual membership. Save of $500 a year. Real life example. Line cut dining out from $200 to $50 a month. Using eBudget Bites recite. Saving $1,018 a year. #7. Cancel unused subscriptions. Use Rocket Money at Rocket Money. Come to find and cancel subscriptions you don't use. How to do it. 1. Download Rocket Money, free basic version. 2. Link your bank account to see all subscriptions. 3. Cancel unused ones, like OnBio Max, at $15 a month. Or cancelled OnBio Max example. Whom cancelled $100 a year. #. Real stories, real results. Meet Nam, a 25-year-old barista from Seattle earning $2,500 a month. Before tracking, he lived paycheck to paycheck, stressed about bills, with no savings. After watching a video like this, he took action, downloaded Pro, and tracked every penny for 30 days. Finally spent $8 a month on Uber and $50 a month on Starbucks snacks. Switched to public transit, cutting Uber to $20 a month. Shopped at Trader Joe's for snacks, saving $50 a month. Saved $100 a month. $50 to Rally Bank at Coley. $20 to Robinhood at Robinhood. After 12 months, he has $600 in his Rally Bank emergency fund. Invested in Unfuel, set to grow to $5,000 in 10 years at 7% returns. A new mindset. I'm not a slave to money anymore. I'm building mindset. Future. Now ended 1. Open Rally Bank in 5 minutes. 2. Set $50 monthly auto transfer. 3. Opened Robinhood and bought Fuel with $50 a month. 4. Use JetMoney to track and eBudget Bites for cheap and Budget Bites for cheap meals. Nam proofs you don't need a high income. You just need to start. Use next. Could it be you? Comment below and tell me your story. # answering your questions. I get tons of questions from my YouTube community. Here are the top 5 with clear answers to get you moving. 1. I'm too busy to track spending. What do I do? B1 use Mointon at Mint. Como tracks everything. Check it for 2 minutes each night or snap receipts with Receipts by Wave app at Waveos. Come and log them weekly in Google Sheets. Try the 7-day challenge. Track for 1 week. You'll be hooked. BBG2. I hate logging expenses. Is there an easier way? What? Use receipts by Wavy to scan receipts automatically or jot purchases in the Google Keep at I Keep. Google come right after buying. Make it a game. Skip one small purchase daily, like a Starbucks latte, and track the savings. I have no debt but can't save. Help. We follow the 50-30-20 rule. Open an Ali bank account at Ali. Com and auto transfer $50 a month. Track with Roinaboom at Gainab. TPI. Start with $20 a week. Increase as you gain confidence. 1-4. I'm scared to face my spending. How do I start? Well, think of tracking as an adventure. Use Gimmeo's charts to explore your habit. Challenge yourself to find 3 expenses to cut. Saving feels empowering. TPA. Team up with a friend. Track together using Wannabe and share progress. You will know how to invest. Where do I begin? Open eFidelity Roth IRA at eFidelity Roth IRA at eFidelity. Invest in Invon, Vangres and P500 ETF code VU with $50 a month. We do in how to do it. 1. Go to eFidelity. Click open a Roth IRA. Takes 10 minutes. 2. Fund it with $50 a month from your bank. 3. Search VU in the trade section and set an auto buy. BTBO. Watch my investing for beginners video, linked in the description. # the ultimate secret, the power of compound interest. Here's the secret weapon I promised. Compound interest is your ticket to wealth. Every dollar you save and invest today can grow exponentially. Example. Cut $50 a month from Starbucks and invest it in Invu through eFidelity at 7% after 10 years. After 20 years. Only $6,000 after 30 years. $61,000 in. How to do eating 1. Open a Fidelity Roth IRA at eFidelity. 2. Deposit $50 a month. 3. Buy Ivu code FUA with an auto buy. We've tried growth in Infidelity or Gainabim. Ivan was 2024 data confirms VU's 0.3% expense ratio and 7% average return. Start small. Even $10 a month makes a difference. What would you do with the I-61,000 on 30 years? Travel the world. Buy a home. Retire early. Comment below. Share your dream. #. You are the master of your future tracking. Every penny isn't just about money. It's about taking control. It's about retaking control. It's about knowing yourself. It's about building a life in where you call the shots. You don't need to be rich today. You don't need a finance degree. You just need to start. Open your phone, download Mint at Mint or Rhino at Minso or Rhinabe at Ina.com. Log your first transaction. Every penny you track is a step toward the IF freedom. Every dollar you save is a brick in the life you're building. Financial freedom isn't a destination. Take action. Rhino, you're ready. You're capable. You're powerful. Here's what to do. Today. 1. Download a tracking app. Window, free and easy. Wannabe at Omenbeto. Topic free trial. Pocket Guard at Pocket Guard. Free basic version. Takes 2 minutes. Do it in 2. When start the 7-day challenge. Love every penny. Even $1. Use WeMint, Wannabe, or Google Sheets. Snap receipts with receipts by Wave App at Wave Apps. 3. In comment below. How will you start? What's one expense that surprised you? I read every comment and will reply Thor West for the next video. 1 tips on building an emergency fund from zero. A beginner's guide to investing in Wanvu. Secrets to earning extra income on network. How to live minimally and save more. Tell me in the comments. 5. Share this video. Send it to a friend struggling with money. Together you'll be unstoppable. 6. Like and sharing. Spread this knowledge to everyone who needs it. 7. Subscribe and hit the bell. Don't miss my weekly videos packed with financial tips, investing hacks, and life-changing strategies. 8. Join our community. Check the video description for a link to our group. Connect the video description for a link to our group with others on the path to financial freedom. #1 final question. Who do you want to be 1 year from now? The person ain't stressed about bills, or the person with a $1,000 emergency fund in Kali Bank. Investing, 정말 $50 a month in Anvuri. Living life on Wheelchair. Living life your choice. The choice is yours. The power is yours. The time is gone. Take that first step. Track that first penny. Build that first dream. I believe in you. Let's make it happen. Subscribe now for more videos to guide you to financial freedom. The next one will be even better. See you. There's no frowning.